Hey guys. You know something? I'm happy. Hey, you remember Droopy? Droopy the dog? Days of Bugs Bunny? Yeah, well that was my impersonation of Droopy, doggone it. You know? But speaking of Bugs Bunny, you know, I used to carry around a lucky rabbit's foot until I realized how unlucky it was for the rabbit. I tell you, I don't know if you guys like cartoons. I grew up on a lot of cartoons, but yeah. So I want to say that first and foremost, welcome to West Park NYC Open Mic. We're out for a good night, you know. Usually it's out of sight. A plethora of creative delight, you know. So there's nothing more than creative outpouring, that's for sure. So I'm glad to have you all out. We have a Facebook page, West Park NYC Open Mic. Feel free to, you know, like our page, like us, and have a good time. That's what it's about, you know, coming together, having a good time, stuff like that. So I'm now best friends with my former adversary. You know, I used to hate myself. Now I love myself. You know, I love myself so much now. I got to take a bow in front of the mirror. Yeah. You know, I call my own name out when I'm having sex. You know, what can I say? You know, and that's a far cry from before. You know, but you know, I kid around, but there's truth in jest. And you know, I come from a place in my life. You know, we all go through our roller coasters and on our journey, stuff like that. And you know, there was a point in my life where I was actually begging for change. And now I'm representing change, so it's a beautiful thing. And glad to have you out. So you know, more power to us all. And you know, it's one of my favorite quotes is, you know, tough times don't last, but tough people do. So keep positive and keep on keeping on. You know what I'm saying? So speaking of on, we're going to move on. But so tonight it's the 3 Ds here who keep the open mic going. It was formally introduced through RL and Bob Bashir, who was a former pastor here, and he comes to place, and they pass the torch. So me and Dave, we alternate hosting every week. It's a non-profit thing, you know. It's passion and love. We do this. Dave, the sound man, you know, let's give a round for him. He's always coming through. Dave is someone on good spirits. So speaking of good spirits, if you're not in good spirits, you can always get good spirits in the bar, you know. So you know, we appreciate any type of contribution or donation or whatnot, because you know, we always give the church a little something for allowing us the opportunity to perform here and keep the continuity of the show going. As they merge with the center, and now you know, the center is all about the bottom line and charge everyone, and luckily we don't have to pay what they pay, you know. But it's still a blessing that we're here and able to continue the program after all these years. So and hopefully we'll be able to keep it going for a lot longer. And I don't know. So basically, next week Dave's going to host. Since we got a pretty decent crowd, we're gonna keep it like 10 minutes or 2 songs each. I mean, when it's a light crowd or something like that, we'll bump it up for 3 songs, or you know, more time per stand-up, for whatever, you know, creative expressions you want to share with us. But tonight we're gonna keep it about a 10-minute mark, you know, if you don't mind. And boy, this morning, you know, I got really tired. You know, talk about feeling like a carburetor. I was totally exhausted. All right. So listen, you know, I really didn't get that much sleep. You know, this crazy lady's banging on the door at 3 o'clock in the morning, bang. So I finally decided to let her out. Oh, okay. All right. But okay. So. You know, I actually, I was working on a little new humor, and I'll probably share more later throughout the evening, but let me see if I can pull something up before I bring up our first performer. No, I don't think at the moment. Say again?
Kavanaugh lost. No.
Kavanaugh lost?
Kavanaugh lost.
Kavanaugh lost. I don't Is that a name of somebody, or is that a associated?
She's talking about politics.
Oh, politics. That's one of the things I try and stay away from. But since we're speaking of politics, you know, what do you get when you cross a penis and a potato? You get a dictator. And speaking of which, you know, it makes you think of Trump again a bit sometimes. But you know, I mean, I'm not one, you know, for the politics and stuff like that. And you know, you know, and sometimes I think I'm losing my mind, but then again, I guess I kid myself into believing that I have a mind to lose, you know. It's like when God was handing out brains, I thought he said pains, I said I didn't want any, you know. I mean, it was like, okay, you know, I'm like one of those burnout guys from the past, you know. Probably all that smoking, it's great, my lungs would probably get high for a long time, but, you know, that's a blast from the past, and moving on. So, hey, without further ado, now I'm going to introduce to you. Hey, he's a wonderful performer, great singer-songwriter. He's been here many times, and it's always an honor and privilege to have him up on stage. Let's give Gene Cross a warm welcome.
First or second? Second. Okay.
Please, David. Where are you?
Go.
Can't find it. That's a little hot. Hello. Hello.
Hey.
See, David, give me that 1960s reverb. That's cool. Yeah. This is a new song. I tried it last week, so it's always a work in progress with me. Doing 2 new songs tonight. One I finished last week. I'm gonna do it. Then we're gonna do a new one that I just finished today. So we'll see what happens. This is called Sweet Sweet. Won't you do me sweet, sweet, sweet? That's the way love's supposed to be. She's so groovy, she's so heavy. She's the one that puts the spring in my step. Sweet, sweet, won't you do to me? Sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh, that's the way love should be. When she comes around, it's a cool, cool breeze. Temperatures rising on my knees. Sweet, sweet, sweet. What you do to me, sweet, 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 that's the way love's supposed to be. I'm all sorry. I always do this. Never stop when you're performing, but that's when you're as old as me. Okay, I got it. Stop laughing, Mark. Sweet, 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 what you do to me, sweet, 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 that's the way love should be. I'm a daddy of all, she's my main squeeze, like Jane Brown sang it. Please, please, please. We were flush in a ragtime ride to the
is new. I'm gonna have some help. Oh, from a real guitar player.
Right over there.
And he's never heard this song, so. And percussion. Mark, we can start off with a bass line. We'll do a little riff and go into the verse. Okay. This is called Change. Finished it a couple hours ago, so who knows? 1, 2, 3, 4. It may sound peculiar, it may sound strange. The only thing permanent in this life is change. You can fake it, have it all, everything you need. It only takes a moment, oh, you have been deceived. Yeah. It may sound David.
So what do you get when you drop the piano down a mine shaft? A flat minor.
Hey, buddy, and on that note, let's go another round. That was pretty cool.
Cool line.
One of the many beautiful things that I love here is that, you know, it's community spirit. And like people get together, and Gene says, well, Jem never played this before, and they just got together and they wung it, played it. It sounded great. You know, it sounded like you guys have been practicing for a little while, and definitely made me smile. So.